Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
And here, it's Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for...
A lot of trash. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Swing and a miss with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Did well to block that right hook. That's another scoring shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They block the hook. Nice counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
They should better than this, kid. Go back out there.
Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights.
Let's get it started in round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. A straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Respecting each other's punching power. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
There's a counter shot. It's all offense all the time. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the last. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Good counter punching. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like on to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Misses with the straight left. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That one will count. That counter shot late. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that. And there's the bell to start round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That jab won't score. That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Every time they drop their guard. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You all right?
see that? Crawford is dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scores with the counter. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped. And we enter the 8th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. They're both trying for a knockout. You'd like to see more jabs. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What? There's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.